Hello everybody. Going to go down here real quick. Da-da, da-da. And hello. I'm going to apologize in advance for my vlogging style video, which typically results in a lot of this bad camera work. So sorry about that. But a bunch of things to go over. This is new and it's shiny. I like it. I'm not really an Naruto fan. I used to be a couple years ago, and it's a cool show, but it's mostly for wars. You know, like, the nerdier you get, the better for Nerf wars, because when you think about it, we're running around with Nerf guns. You just gotta have a sense of humor. It's a lot of fun. So, in spite of that, I've brought something back to life. The Super Shot. Now, this was never broken, but, when I war prep, the war that I'm going to is, well, actually, there's a couple wars I'm going to, and I need this ready for all of them. But I have one that I'm going to this weekend, and I opened up the Super Shot to make sure it was going to last, and it wasn't. Instantly, the first bolt sled snapped, even though there was reinforcements on it. But then I bought these, which are the Australian guys, Osnerf. They're laser cut bolt sled things, but this was a broken bolt sled that I'm using it to repair, and I'm not done with it yet. But the problem with these is that's only as strong as your glue. So what I did is I glued these on, and then I drilled through, and I actually have pictures of this. I drilled holes through the aluminum and the plastic, and then put epoxy putty through the holes and bonded it on either side. So now it actually takes the stress and it's not relying on the glue. So that's in there now, and I fixed up the front light because the wires weren't working, and it's going to be difficult, but there you go. And the back lights still work, of course. So it's very impressive. The draw is a lot harder on it than I remember, and I don't know what kind of ranges it's hitting because it's nighttime and I can't go out and check it because it's nighttime. But actually, before we get over there, I have a couple projects, as you guys know. One of them is this, which I'm just finishing up, which is the pump snap. It's all done. Why is that all scratched? Ruh-roh. My shell is scratched. It's all done, and it works great. It only hits about 80 feet, though, with a K26. I don't have full compression. I put the stopper too far in, but I did some airbrush work on this, and that's going to get redone. Well, you can't see it when it's on the blaster, but I taped off some areas, and I did some airbrush work. It's got an arrow on the bottom, which I think is really cool. But I have a K45 that I ordered, which should be here tomorrow or the next day, and I'm going to cut it a little longer and put that in there, so that should be hitting around 100 then. This is something I whipped up real quick. Was literally a 3-day project, and all I have to do is paint the other side of the shell, and it's finished. It's obviously a singled long shot, or an epic long shot, if you please. So that's that, real quick. I'll go over it. And I literally just painted that tonight, and it only took me about half an hour. And I have to go over the lines tomorrow and darken them, and then paint the other side of the shell. The rest of it is down here in this cabinet, and there's the plunger. It's got a K26. Don't know why that's there. So it's pretty nice. Anything else in this drawer? Oh yeah, working on a swarm fire down here. That's where the Pet G turret went from the other thing, the stamp fire, so that's there, giving me some problems. But I'm building a Chimera. You know, I have a ton of things to go over, and I'm kind of behind on videos. Sorry about that. I'm super productive in the summer, so it's hard to keep up with everything I'm doing, but I'm doing my best. This is a Chimera, which is a Titan, just with PVC shell. That's almost done. I'm making that for Titan football, which you'll see at the war. It's cool. And then I'm making just another normal snap because I have the materials and I can. And I'm going to see how much of a draw I can get on a K26. I'm hoping for 7 or 7.5 inches, but we'll see. I have variable draw lengths for it. I believe that's everything over here. I think so. Yeah. Okay, let's go over here. So here's basically my inventory. Now, you may look at this and think, this is a lot of stuff. And it is. But, when I think about it, I've modded... I counted, like, last year in a video, I've modded 130 blasters. And that was last year. So, since then, I've probably modded another 30-some. So, I've modded close to, 175 blasters. And that's all I have to show for it, because I keep selling them or breaking them. And then they end up here in my various parts bins. This is all just shells and parts. It's so sad. Except that bin. That bin has stock stuff in it. This one. And some shells. But, it's very depressing. But anyway, here we go. I'm sorting through this stuff. The QuickShot, or Speedload 6, whatever this is called. I modded this right when I got it, and I thought it kind of sucked at the time for some reason. And I just pulled it out of my room this morning, and I was firing it outside. It's getting like 45 feet. I have no idea what was going through my head at the time, but that actually works really well. So definitely bringing that. I'm just going to take the time to do an inventory video as well as show what I'm bringing. Mag Strike, 20 shots, works great. And I probably will be bringing that because I'm also bringing the air compressor for the Titan. Now, this isn't really focusing very well, but I painted this the brightest orange I could find because it's that powerful. This is my air compressor Titan. I never made a finished video of it, but it has an RSCB at the top, which is bondoed in, and then a... I don't remember what you call that thing at the end. Ball valve to load it. And then a barrel would go on the front of the RSCB there, obviously. And that hooks up to the air compressor, shoots about 160 to 180 feet with Steffens. Works very, very well. This is my arm-mounted Swarmfire. I finished that up and put a 9.6 volt RC battery in it. That's definitely going to receive its own video, so watch out for that. Gatling Vulcan. Now, I made a final video on it, and then it gave me some more problems, so I've sunk 75 to 100 hours into this thing, and it pretty much works the way I want it to. I think I'm going to put some more lube in it and call it good, because if I do any more work on this thing, I'm afraid it's just going to fall apart in my hands, and obviously that would not be fun for the contractor. So once I get it working, I'm just going to stop screwing around with it. Well, it is working right now, but, there's something wrong with the plunger. I'm just going to look at it. Worst comes to worst, I go buy another one and I swap out the internals so it gets all new internals. Keeps the same shell. But I hope I don't have to do that. That's the original Red Raider that I did. It was the second Raider I did because I sold the first one. Works incredibly well. Only hits about 30 feet, but it's really cool. This is a Laser Fang. I got that up at Massacre 5 stock, and now it has a CPVC barrel. The eyes still light up, shoots about 60 feet actually, it's very impressive. The Stampfire, here let me go around. Stampfire works great. Definitely bringing the Stampfire, the Laser Fang, and then those other couple things that I'd said. Definitely bringing the Quad Shot. This is a long shot. Somebody commissioned me, I don't remember the username. I have a bad memory. That's bad. But, that's going to become a long shot Maverick with a brass breech and a paint job and some other fun stuff that I can't remember. So that's not going with me. Recon's not going with me. I'll probably bring the Deploy because I want to trade it. I'll bring the Quick 16, that's stock. Works really well. Want to trade it? Well, works well because it's stock. Supermax 3000, that I'm going with me. That's going with me. I feel like I'm actually more awake when I'm tired, if that makes sense, but it doesn't. It's like 12:31 right now, so, but my brain's still here, so it's still pumping. So I'm gonna make a video, That's going with me. That's actually shooting really nice. It's like 2 pumps, manual rotate turret, PETG barrels, and it's hitting like 80, 90 feet. I might bring one of the barricades for fun. So that's pretty much what I'm bringing, and then I'm bringing my 4 projects over here, because those definitely should all be finished in time. And there's probably a couple other things I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what they are. So I'm just going to sit here a minute till I remember. Oh yeah, the Captain America shield. Where is that? I made a video of this, but I never got around to uploading it, and now I can't find it. That's fantastic. Well, anyway, I got a Captain America shield from Toys R Us. It shoots discs, and it's pretty cool. So I'm going to have that on my left arm, and then my Swarmfire on my right arm. So block, shoot, that's going to be cool. If I can find it. Oh well, I will see you guys soon.